track, going someplace and there's no going back. Highway patrol choppers coming up over the ridge. Hot soup on a campfire under a bridge. Shelter line stretching around the corner. Welcome to the new world order. Family sleeping in the cars in the southwest. No home, no job, no peace, no rest. Well, the highway is alive tonight. Nobody is kidding nobody about where it goes. Sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Joad. He pulls a prayer book out of his sleeping bag. Preacher lights up a butt and he takes a drag, waiting for when the last shall be first and the first shall be last. In a cardboard box neath the underpass, you got a one-way ticket to the promised land. You got a hole in your belly and a gun in your hand, sleeping on a pillow of solid rock, bathing in the city aqueduct. Well, the highway is alive tonight. Nobody's fooling nobody about where it goes. Sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Joad. Tom says, "Mom, wherever there's a cop beating a guy, wherever a hungry newborn baby cries, where there's fight against the blood and hatred in the air, look for me, Mom, I'll be there. Wherever there's somebody fighting for a place to stand, or a decent job or a helping hand, wherever somebody's struggling to be free, look in their eyes, Mom, you'll see me. 'Cause the highway is alive tonight. Nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, with the ghost of old Tom Joad, with the ghost of old Tom Joad, with the ghost of old Tom Joad. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a very special all-request episode of Lunch Songs Live, a very a compartmentalized episode. What we're going to do is we're going to move in discrete bundles of action and inaction from song to song, from moment to moment. That's how we're going to deal with this live stream, in discrete bundles. That's how we're going to deal with our day. That's how we're going to get through the week, the month, our life. Discrete, compartmentalized bundles of action and inaction. That's how I'm going to describe the songs of this set. Speaking of discrete bundles of action and inaction, I have a request for you. It's always nice to know who's out there watching. Please say hi in the comments. I can see Sue. Hi, Sue. Are you having any tea tonight? I know you're in in England. That's true, right? You're in England today. Are you having tea? This is Tea Time Songs Live. Must have gone cold this week. You were wearing a hat. No, this is my normal attire. Speaking of, actually, though, this hat. So, most of you watching, some of you watching will know, if you live in Maine, that on the Maine state ballot, as we voted for many other things, we also got the chance to vote for a new flag, which is the old flag. So at some point, I don't know when it was, the late 1800s or sometime in the 20th century, they changed the flag from this, which I think is a very beautiful, simple, minimalist. You know, there's a tree and a star. What's not to like? It's probably way cheaper to print because you don't need much color, right? It's just a blank background, to this really gaudy, overly ornate, cluttered thing. It's a mess. I hate the Maine state flag. It's like this navy blue with just some stuff on it, and you can't even tell what it is unless you get like a magnifying glass out. So we had the chance to pass a law that the Maine state flag would change back to this lovely thing. And I thought, well, that'd be a nice silver lining amidst everything else that happened this week. Not to give away my political biases, but I was looking for a silver lining, and it didn't come. Still stuck with that old damn ugly flag. So I'm just going to wear this one and pretend Maine did the right thing. Let's see. Chris, how's it going? Thank you. Courtney, hey. How's Quiet City today? Is it quiet? Is it bustling? Yes and yes. Oh, Kim's having tea in the West Coast. Morning tea. And Sue's having evening tea. Let's see. Siberiak, how's it going, man? Funny. One time I played a gig, there was AC on stage, and nobody knew how to turn it off. So I had to wear a hat, and it looked like I always do. Yes, all right. You're always on brand, like I am usually on brand with my hat. We should have passed the new flag for our state's fourth graders who study Maine and probably have to draw the flag. Yeah, totally. Anyone who has to draw the flag would have had a way easier job with this one. Let's see, Kim, I'm with you. I like the old flag, yeah. So as I've got you all here and we're talking, I was going to say, I had this idea, like for Lunch Songs Live, people who watch regularly, like we need like a motto or a rallying cry or something, and you can tell me if this is a stupid idea. But I thought we could start with like a hashtag that's kind of like, hey, it's kicking it off, we're all together. This is so stupid, but I thought it'd be funny to do the hashtag Let's Make History. And then if you happen to have encountered some strange but true fact from history over the previous week or month, and it's still in your head, like put the hashtag in the comments and write it out. And if it's like short enough and strange enough, I will try to just instantly I'll improvise a song with your true fact as the lyrics. Maybe silly, but I think it'd be fun. So if anyone has such a true fact from history, let me know in the comments. And don't think too hard about it. For instance, I'm going to share one with you right now. My friend Craig, he doesn't know I'm doing this, but he and I were out last night, and he started to tell me that Peter Benchley, the guy who wrote Jaws, wasn't satisfied apparently with how terrifying a giant smart shark could be on its own. So he went and wrote this other book, which Craig read when he was a little kid, about a shark that grows limbs and can walk. It's like a land shark. And I think he must have sensed some suspicion in my eyes. So today, he texted me. Here it is. You ready? This is proof that this book existed, and they eventually in the 90s turned it into a mini-series, apparently. Check this out. Let's make history right here. Look at that. No thank you. I want no part of that. I don't want any part of the movie, the book, or the idea that sharks can have legs. All right. What am I going to do now? I'm going to play a song. So I said that this was the all request episode. And so every song I'm going to play, with the exception of that first one, The Ghost of Tom Joad, that was basically my request for myself because it seemed fitting. And also I meant to play it last week and I didn't. So, but this was a request, I think, from Sue for a tune of mine called Big Blue Sky. which is about, is that Beast? Oh, I don't know. Is that Beast? Maybe Craig Saddlemeyer can put this question to rest as soon as it's been posed. Okay, so Big Blue Sky is a song about conspiracy theories and how they very clearly have some mimetic energy that keeps them spinning and spinning and spinning for decades and decades, or maybe even centuries. And somehow this feels fitting too. Mentions the Kremlin, amongst other things. Some amazing comments coming that I'll share in just a second. Ruby looks at Oswald, steps up through the crowd. Sometimes the things you never say will echo twice as loud. Buddy, we can't help it. Rumors do what rumors do. So let's get on with this dance. The world is saved for me and you. Little blue balloon in a big blue sky. Goodbye, balloon. Goodbye. Let's see what people are saying. Sue, oh yes, wonderful. Now I feel like I'm watching Date Night Live, the closest I will get. Thank you. Yes, and the reason why Sue is saying that is actually that song is one that I collaborated on with a band called Date Night, and we put it out, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago at this point, and it's a very different version. That's sort of the slow, folky version, how it sounded originally, but the version that I put out with them is very fast and kind of, I don't know if it's dancey, but they usually make sort of dance-oriented music, so it's certainly dancier than that depressing folk song. Let's see. Kim. All right. Okay, wait. This sound, before I even read this comment, this seems like your Let's Make History contribution. Yeah, it is. Okay, all right. I'm gonna just, without any prompting, I'm gonna sing whatever you just wrote. I haven't read it yet. Let me change the key for a mood shift, and maybe we'll get jazzy. In the 60s, Maine was very progressive in their education system. We had independent study, American history. You can imagine how that went. The fact that stuck in my mind was that they are allowed to put 6 maggots in each can of Maine blueberries. And that's not very good because you want the ideal amount of maggots in Maine blueberries to be closer to 0. All right, Kim, thank you for the very first contribution. You didn't use the hashtag, though. You're supposed to do the hashtag Let's Make History so I know that this is a true fact. Although maybe the fact finders out there will need to prove you correct or wrong. Okay, Craig, the book is White Shark. Yeah, here we go again. The book is White Shark, and you can read the Goodreads reviews right there. Amazing. True facts. Show was called Creature. All right. Thank you for your contribution, Craig. Lauren, you're in luck. Nice songs about me always, because you made a request last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, for what she calls, she doesn't even know what the name of the song is, she calls it The Nice Song About Me. Under the false assumption that other songs that are about romance and jilted lovers and betrayal are about her. They're not. Most of my songs are not fictional in so many ways. But I did write one intentionally very true song about her, so I'll play that in a bit. Thank you. Hey, Mike. Good morning to you. That is way too many maggots. You are correct. All right, what's next on my list? Let's see. And if any of you armchair historians have more facts, put them in the comments for sure. Oh, yeah, okay, this was a request last week, and I'm forgetting who made it, actually. Sorry, I tallied up the requests and gave myself homework assignments, but I forgot to put who requested them. So this is a song I'd never played before, so I decided to learn it. And somehow, as I was playing it yesterday, it felt very timely as well. But I do need the words. So admission here. On Lunch Songs Live, because sometimes I'm playing music I don't know that well, I have the lyrics here, which is something I would absolutely never do on stage in an actual venue. I don't know what the difference is. This is a venue of sorts, and you're an audience, right? So I don't know. I have different practices and habits, but anyways, this keeps it a little more manageable, I think. Here we go. But I do it in a different key. Here we go. something without wanting love. There's heavy on my mind. Then I look at you. The world's alright with me. Ooh, just one look at you. Ba-ba-da. And I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Well, then I look at you, and the world is alright with me. Ooh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, something without wanting love always heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, Chris. I can tell what's coming. Yes. All right, I feel like I need to do this back to the camera. Yes. Ooh, look at that autofocus. It knows what's most important, and what's most important is hook 'em horns. Beautiful rendition. Thank you. Ringo agrees. Ringo. The 47th president of the United States, Ringo Starr. Thanks. Let's see. What was I going to do next? What's everyone doing today? Like, plans? I mean, I know what you're doing right now. What's going to happen after this? Oh, okay. So this is a request. I remember who made this. Gielen in Germany. All right. This is a song. I think my set list is booked up today, but I'll do this next week for sure. I mean, maybe I can get to it today. We'll see. Just don't want to promise that. This is a song Gielen in Germany requested, and I need to tune up real quick while I tell you this story. So this is a song I wrote in 2015, I think. Maybe it was 2016. It was the first time a certain someone ran for high office, and there were two simultaneous political rallies happening. One for one party and a second for a second party. And there was this moment that was very similar between both of them, and I can't remember the details at this point because it was like 8 years ago, but one was about what kind of people belong and what it means to belong. And the other one was talking about what kind of people belong. And I was like, oh my God, there was this weird thing where verbatim, they both were almost saying this sort of same thing using the same words, but they both meant very different things by it. And then the next morning, I don't remember why, but there was some NPR story about the German scientist who we gave amnesty to after World War II and picked his brain quite a bit to get our rockets safely into space and home. And Somehow those things seemed related to me. And I really thought back then that this song would be obsolete in a few months. And that's all I'll say about it. I'm sad that it's not obsolete. Sat in caffeinated traffic in the honey light of dawn, digesting drive-through flapjacks and whatever news was on. Apple software, cyber warfare, somehow freedom's caught up in the crosshairs, but you know they'll ask us all to soldier on. Followed by a feature piece on Werner von Braun. And there's a rich man making speeches about we shouldn't be allowed, and he's playing to his big adoring crowd. What a minute holds within it, it's all in later how you'll spin it. So he's asking every woman, child and man to raise their hands and pledge to make us great again. Well, there ain't no limits to what you can achieve, assuming you'll betray all you believe. And baby, you and me will find out soon if the enemy within is called ahead to book a room. As quick as you can smoke a cigarette, and then cover up the smell with cheap perfume. The whole country conveniently forgets it took a Nazi to land us on the moon. 'Cause that's the kind of thing we Alright, this is a very R-rated verse, so if there's children listening, earmuffs. I've been fastened to this platform on which I bitch and syndicate whatever line they're feeding to the corporate fourth estate. Weren't she pretty? Such a pity. She's fucking all the subcommittee when she'd rather just stay home and masturbate. For the lurid eye, the much maligned, have blind surveillance state. Well, there ain't no secrets to why we self-deceive when they're dangling the promise of reprieve. Baby, you and me will find out soon if the enemy within begins to trash adjacent rooms. If liberty's a marriage minuet where hope's a lonely bride, fears a groom. Not until this dance that they both met. Someone struck a deal in some back room, expecting all of us to woo-hoo-hoo. I've been thinking about the strangers traveling into different songs, sung by a crowd that's 30,000 strong. Will we beat them back or greet them on that endless road to freedom that narrows and expands depending on the way that we define the word belong? Well, there ain't no limits to what you can achieve. Some lost things should never be retrieved. And baby, you and me will find out soon if the enemy within's reserved the whole hotel till June. the fire grate. You should know the heat is separate from the fuse. Don't you feel the way the whole earth quakes? As soon as that big lunar rocket booms, proving what we'd all along presumed, that our bright future is bursting into bloom. 'Cause that's the kind of thing we bump. Chat's quiet. L's in the chat. Well, love a song with oohs. You're very good at them. Well, lucky for you, I put them in every song because that's my one trick. I'm a one ooh pony. Let's see. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, bravo. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's next? Why is the chat so quiet, people? Did I bum you out with my song about whether or not to have a welcoming attitude inside your heart and to let that inform public policy? Anyways, let's see. Oh, this is a song, Kyle Reslow. Kyle, I don't know if you're out there watching. I do remember you requested this. We want it to be about you. We want it to be about you, not us. Oh, in the chat. You know, that's why the chat's quiet. All eyes on me. All right, so Kyle, if you're watching, first, Kyle's had an amazing joke request, which was a song, a song that I think the bad lip reading people, auto-tune the news people did, where they take Yoda and they make him sing this song. Rockin', rockin' and rollin', down to the beach I'm strolling, when a seagull poked at my face. Not fun, seagull, stop it now. Someday when you are older, you may get hit by a boulder. Anyways, it's a cautionary tale. But he also requested this as a serious one. Fisher King. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the what do you call it when there's a waiting list? I'll put that on the waiting list because I think this hour may be spoken for. But if not, I have a request for Salisbury Hill and Fisher King. Damn, I haven't played Fisher King in so long, but I think I can. I think I can fake my way through it. So this this song Kyle requested has like 4 or 5 different acoustic guitar parts on the recording, and I'm trying to sort of combine them all in the intro, which is tough. We'll see how it goes. I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just a girl for me. I want all the world to see we've met. La da 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 da. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I'd never been aware. But as it is, I'll dream of her tonight. Da da. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling back again. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I'd never been aware. But as it is, I'll dream of her tonight. Da 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 da. Falling, yes I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Oh, up 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 down up 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 up. Keeps calling me back again. I have never known the like of this. I've been alone and I have missed things and kept out of sight. But other girls were never quite like this. La da 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 da. Falling, yes I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Oh, falling, yes I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Oh, falling, yes I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Bump. That's by the Beatles, Paul McCartney. If anyone didn't know that, as if you didn't know that, please, Fisher King. All right, we're getting we're approaching a quorum on Fisher King. Wait, that's a joke, right? Yeah, it's got to be. Let's see. What's after that? Oh, this tune. This was a request from 2 weeks ago, and it was Play the Light Bulb song. And after a little bit of searching on my end and a little bit of confirmation on their end, we realized it was Filament. So this is a song. We'll see how it goes. It's a song that's very different on the recording from what I can do now, and this is the way it sounded when I wrote it. So I hope there's a little bit of merit in that. We'll see. Also should check my phone because it keeps ringing. All right, let me silence it. If you're calling me, stop it. Already gone down. For an hour his wife just stares into the darkness, where she knows his pistol has been stashed in a sock inside a shoebox in the closet, and she wonders if that's where he hid the cash. It's the moon, not the moonlight, makes the flood tides, pulling us in ways we can't detect. She's not looking for a road map or a field guide, just a filament in the wilderness of what comes next. After fleeing South Sudan at age 13, no one cared about him one iota, until the kid made captain of the team. His string of wins electrified this city, which had always bitched about these refugees. Ain't it funny how you finally show some pity as soon as you know what they'll do for me? And the relevant connections this kid can't find in games or grass or unprotected sex, they're dangled like a check that no one's yet signed, like a filament in the wilderness of what comes next. cliche. Father Andrew's hand is on her shoulder, but he'll be damned if he knows what to say. In the mirror of her grief he sees his likeness, while he's fumbling for the words some prophet wrote. There's a difference between throwing on a life vest and deciding that you want to stay afloat. He knows scripture might have hit her like a broadside. She's not looking for what's hidden in that text. Sometimes quiet's all the kindness that a heart can abide. Just a filament in the wilderness of what comes next. Well, my father's word he knew was good as gold. Yours was something he would hold you to. So when he promised me and Mom the cancer was something he could gladly soldier through, as long as we both promised to believe him, as he charged against the odds to take that hill. Neither of us willfully deceived him. For a while God worked in every little pill. As I'm cleaning out the bottles in the cabinet of all that Daratube map and text, well, I know he ain't gone, he just inhabits filament in the wilderness of what comes next. Oh, America, America, I want you spangled in your faulty retrospect. Some just an inkling of the value you claim as if your personal effects seems hand in hand we venture to this cliffside. You've thrown away the keys to these steel cuffs, and it seems we're either waiting for a landslide, you'll tug and take us right over the bluff. There's still something like a sparkle in your cold eyes. There's still something like a course we can correct. There's still quite a bit of life left in this franchise. It's a filament in the wilderness of what comes next. No, America, you need not be a beacon. That's more than any person should expect. But a light can still be as its signal weakens. Filament in the wilderness of what comes. All right. Thank you. Lighting up your evening. Thanks. Thank you. It's a little out of tune, but I think that goes with the message of the song, right? It's a little out of tune. Let me tune up. Speaking about a tune. How's everyone doing out there? Don't slow down on the true facts from history. I want to learn more things. Oh, this next one. This next one should be an adventure, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Let's see here. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Okay, so this next one is a request by actually Craig's mom, Constance, right? I think is her first name. Initially there was some talk of Bon Iver, but later in that discussion about requests, she mentioned a song by Tony Rice and said, "Do you know Church Street Blues?" Oh, there, you're here. Hello. I said, funny you mentioned that, because I've actually been working on that. Like, how do I explain this? Like, normally when someone's like, "Hey, do you know this song?" and I say no, and I go learn it, like, not to brag, but I can learn it very quickly. Like, most songs aren't all that complicated. And so initially I heard this song it's actually by Norman Blake, but the amazing bluegrass guitar player Tony Rice made an incredible version of it. And I heard it. It was very moving. I loved it. I said, "Oh, I'll learn that song." There's only it's mostly 3 chords. Occasionally there's a 4th or 5th chord. I know all those chords. They're the most basic chords of every song that's ever been written. Silly me. I tried to learn it. It's really difficult. And in fact, then I went on YouTube to be like, what the hell is his right hand is just doing this really weird, like, first he holds his pick in a really kind of foreign way to me. And his picking is incredible. It's inhuman. It's strange. He's doing all these techniques that I have kind of figured out how to approximate when I'm finger picking. But with an actual pick, I find incredibly difficult. So I've been working on this song very slowly, and I mean like playing it very slowly, for probably 3 or 4 months at this point. And I still haven't. I've far from mastered it. We'll see if I can do a presentable, somewhat slower version today. It might be a train wreck, but sometimes practicing is this very different thing from performing. And like, it can go 2 ways. You can practice things and get it great, and then you perform it and it all goes to hell because it's just a different energy or whatever. And sometimes you can practice something and not quite get it, but in a performance, something takes over and it works. So that's kind of the praying for a miracle side of it, which I'm hoping to do today. But so this is Church Street Blues. All right. Well, thank you for being impressed too soon. That comforts me. And here goes. Let's see. Church Street Blues. And like, again, like, I think I said this. I went on YouTube to learn what he's doing because a bunch of people have broken it down. And a lot of the like professional YouTuber guitar instructors have some version of starting their videos with like, "I thought this song would be super easy, and oh my God, I had to practice it every waking minute for 3 weeks straight to just be able to do this version I'll now show you." So at least in that way, I don't feel like a complete fool that it's difficult. Cha-cha-cha. rocking chair to see if I could lose these late and dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Guitar strings or black diamond brand. I'd string up this here Martin box and go and join some band. But I guess that I'll just stay right here, pick and sing a while. Try and make me a little change, give them folks a smile. I found myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose these late and dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. I found myself a rocking chair, see if I could lose these late and dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. All right, that was all right. Are we allowed to be the judges of ourselves as musicians or performers or artists? I think I'd give that a passing grade. I wouldn't give it an A+, but you were impressed that I tried it. Oh, thank you. Mid-song encouragement. Thank you so much. What's next besides me needing a haircut? Why is it so friggin' hot out? It's almost like there's something changing the way that the weather works. Steadily, year after year. It might be carbon dioxide, but it also might be carbon dioxide. Let's see. What was I going to do next? Oh, okay. So Lauren, my wife, requested the nice song about her. So here goes. I don't think I've ever performed this song. I don't think. I mean, clearly I performed it to a microphone when I recorded it, but that may have been the end of it. So here goes. Take the silver of the river, where the river starts to run. Take the sweetness of an apple in the fall. Take every lesson that I wish I learned when I was young. And you are truer than them all. Take the wandering in the desert, and take the blinding of the sun, and take the Bodhi tree or the letters of St. Paul. Take every phrase from any book where faith was based upon. You are truer than them all. Take the silent fire raging at the center of the earth. Take the spirit for those who hear its call. Take the polygraph quiet after every honest word. And you are truer than them all. Well, I promise I will love you until our days are done. But you know I I've made those vows before. But all of those old promises just led me to this one. And this one's truer than before. 'Cause you are truer than them all. I have a theory about that song. So that song, if you don't include the two songs I've made with Date Night, the sort of dance-oriented band that I collaborated with a few years ago on a couple tracks, one of those songs has, I don't know, something like 2 million streams on Spotify. It was very different from like my stuff. So I actually had them move me out of like co-billing on it. Because what was happening was I'd be trying to get like folk gigs or singer-songwriter house concert type gigs or at listening venues, and people would go to Spotify, bookers, and they'd pull that song up because it has the most streams. And they'd be like, you're not a singer-song, like this isn't folk music. And it was causing a lot of confusion. So anyways, what I did was I had them remove my name from the co-billing thing, and now I'm just like a featured artist on it, which puts it down further on Spotify and confuses less people. Anyways, where I'm going with this story is that besides those songs, that song I just played, Truer Than Them All, has the most streams of any of my tunes on Spotify. And my theory, besides it being one of my very few sort of positive-ish songs, I'm not the voice of doom on that one. But besides that, it's only a minute and a half long, and people's attention spans are next to nothing. So, of course, that's the one everyone puts on their playlists and so forth. Hooping tracks. What does that mean? Love your hooping tracks. Hooping. Oh, is that me going whoop? Like whoop whoop? I don't know. Okay. Courtney, you're there. Or at least you were there a second ago. This one is for you. This was the hula hoop. Oh, hula hoop. Yes. Okay, now it all makes sense. Where was I going with this? Courtney, all right, you asked if I knew any Hozier or Hozier. I don't know how you pronounce it. Sue is the closest to Ireland, so she probably has the most credibility on this pronunciation. So I did not know any of his tunes. I learned this one somewhat foolishly. I thought this was the one that I had heard the most out of the three you sent me. I was like, I'll learn that one because I've actually heard it before, so maybe the parts will stick in my brain. And then as I'm playing it, like I could play along to the recording just fine. When I went to like remove the recording and try I was like, this is why it's difficult. I'm just explaining a bunch about why songs are difficult on this podcast. But it's in 5/4 time, which is like Anyways, it's in 5/4, which is perhaps somewhat intuitive to play along to, but when you're on your own and you got to keep it going steadily, less intuitive. We'll see how I do here. so familiar, like my mirror years ago. Idealism sits in prison, chivalry fell on its own. Innocence died screaming, honey asked me, I should know. I slither here for freedom, just to sit outside your door. All right. Let's see. Well, we got the Hozier. Okay. Oh my God, I was about to, and then I did. And I hope I platted it well enough. I know the bridge, that part where it's like, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I didn't get that quite right, but I'd have to listen to it a little more. Heck yes, nice. Hello, Mike and Dawn. Welcome. Thanks for being here for a moment. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lots of thanks. I think I might have, it's past the 1 o'clock mark, but I have more requests to play. Oh, this one. Okay, I think this might be my last one. I think this meets all my outstanding obligations. Now I have new obligations, which are Fisher King and Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. I'll get to those. I don't know what next week's theme might be, but I'll get to them very soon. And you know what? Before I run, I'm going to play one more song. And I have a... Hello. How's it going? I have a... How about my last original? My most recent original, which was Truer Than Them All, I already played it today. Unless you mean just like the last song I wrote. I've got plenty of those since Truer Than Them All. But I'll get to those in a future broadcast. I have a quick commercial to show you all. I put these on sale last week because I was hoping the F word, not the F word you might think of, was going to be a thing of the past and they'd be obsolete and we could forget about this stage of my life and your life and the national dialogue. But no, I think these shirts still have a little bit of value and message. So the dates are going to be wrong on this, but the offer expires tonight. Here it is. This app trolls fascist, the t-shirt. You can show how empathetic you are by wearing your heart not on your sleeve, but on your chest where it belongs. And they're 20% off. I lied in this where it says it expires on the 5th, but it expires at midnight tonight. If you want them, forget about this heart shirt thing. Just go to store.chrisraleigh.com. Use the coupon code HEART2024. All right, that's my commercial for today's broadcast. And I thank you all for watching this stream. This is a original song I have not put out yet. Let's see here. Oh, you'll rewind and okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So that was the tune, Truer Than Them All. I think it's maybe around the 40 minutes ish mark, maybe slightly after that. I tried to make Soul of Rock says steal from you. You wanted what were they gonna what did you want them to steal? You failed. You failed in plagiarizing me. I'm curious what you wanted to steal. That's it's quite the compliment. Let's see. All right, so this is a tune that I recorded when? It sort of 2020-ish. And it took me a while to mix it. We actually part of 1+1+. Oh, cool. All right. But you failed, so it's still mine. The song is still entirely mine. I don't have to share credit. Let's see. Or rather, they don't have to share credit because they never did it. Where was I going with this? So I recorded this tune. It took a long time. in the mixing process, and I'm not sure I still have a mix that I love, so it's not out. And then the world changed for about 4 years, and I just thought to put it out was sort of untimely and maybe kind of a thing of the past. And now I think I might put it out again. Not again. I might put it out. I'm thinking again that I might put it out. Thank you. Let's see here. Did he tell you you were special? Put the tingle in your thing. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it up a something. Did he tell you you were special? Put the tingle in your thing. Bring the rust back to the rust belt. Make the cage birds sing. Tempt you with honey, but left you with the sting. Hey, a little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. Did he say the dice were loaded? Did he say the game was rigged? That he and he alone could help you win big. Tempt you with treasure, but all you did was dig. Hey, a little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. Little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. Did he say that he would throw them all the mud that he could sling? Well, how's your market down on Main Street? Did your ferry get its wings? There's a bell in Philadelphia, we forget it never rings. But a little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. Yeah, a little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. Yeah, a little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. A little goes a long way. Hey, hail the king. All right. That concludes all the requests that I was on tap for. And one thing I really appreciate about this all request episode is that more songs were mine than covers, which I love to do covers. Like, I don't want to put that impression out there. Sometimes I like playing them more, but it's really like, very honestly, it means a lot to me that more of the requests were my own songs, because ultimately that's why I'm here, to write these things and hopefully share them and have people enjoy them. So thank you for requesting a lot of mine. And then don't feel bad if you requested a cover. If you requested Salisbury Hill, for instance, don't have any shame. I love playing that song. Let's see. Thank you. Off to cook some dinner. Enjoy dinner. And we got an emoji party right here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, I think Truer Than Them All is like around like the 40-minute mark. So when I end this, you can go catch the replay. And thanks again. I'll see you next week. I'll pick a theme. I'll let y'all know what it is soon. And just because it brings me so much horror and joy at the same time, here's a picture of Peter Benchley's Creatures. I forget the name of the book. Walking Land Shark or something like that. How awful. Thank you, Kim. Enjoy your yard work. Zach, how's it going? Good to see you here. I'm just about to end this stream for the hour, but hopefully see you next week. And see you, everyone. Cheers.